Puisqu'il aurait été trop long d'inclure les 68 citations dans la revue, voici une vidéo qui les contient toutes.
Jeddah is a lonely moon in a forgotten corner of the galaxy, a destination for those seeking lost lore about ancient Force traditions. Jeddah was a poor world by the time of the Empire's reign, but ages ago it was a center of Jedi wisdom and tradition, visited by pilgrims from across the galaxy. Partisans fought the Empire for control of Jeddah, trying to stop Imperial forces from carrying away kyber crystals, mined in the moon's secret heart. The blind guardian of the Wills, Chu Dimway, defended Jeddah's ancient holy city and barely escaped the cataclysm that reduced the metropolis to fire and dust. The ravaged world, located near the Hydian Way, Mandalore is home to clans of proud warriors who value honor above all other things. Mandalore was once a beautiful planet, but an ancient war devastated its forests and fields, transforming them into silent wastes of ash and sand. During the Clone Wars, Duchess Satine Kryze renounced Mandalore's violent past and sought to walk the path of peace. But she was slain by Maul, who became the planet's new ruler. In the last days of the Clone Wars, Ahsoka Tano confronted Maul on Mandalore, leading Mandalorian rebels against fighters loyal to Maul, known as Death Watch. Coruscant is a planet-sized city located in the galaxy's core. It has served as the capital of galactic civilization for many thousands of years. Coruscant has been the Jedi Order's headquarters for countless centuries. Generations of Force-sensitive infants were brought to the mighty Jedi Temple to take their first steps along the Jedi path. Coruscant's Jedi Temple is almost unimaginably ancient, a labyrinth of training halls, archives, vaults, and galleries that serve as a storehouse of the Order's wisdom and Force lore. The legendary Temple Guard defends the Jedi Order. Guardians' masks and robes symbolize their emotional detachment and the surrender of everything except their commitment to the Order. western reaches. For centuries, it has been a favorite destination of pirates, smugglers, scouts, and explorers. The pirate queen, Maz Kanata, made Takodana her base of operations, offering shelter to intriguing scoundrels and collecting artifacts that called to her through the Force. Galactic powers regarded Takodana as a neutral territory, leaving Maz's castle full of spies but free of armies. The First Order scorned this tradition and sent stormtroopers to raid the planet. For centuries, Maz has trusted the Force to bring her interesting people. She helps them with credits and connections, and sometimes gives them a push back to whatever life path they've lost. The beautiful green world, Naboo, sits amid a tangle of star systems near the borders of the Outer Rim, and is known for his love of art and culture. Naboo is home to intelligent amphibians known as the Gungans, who share their home world with human settlers who migrated there from the center of the galaxy. Most planets have molten cores, but Naboo's interior is hollow, a honeycomb of caves and tunnels haunted by strange and dangerous creatures. Jedi Master Qui-Gon Jinn and his Padawan Obi-Wan Kenobi dueled the Sith apprentice Darth Maul during the Battle of Naboo, with Qui-Gon dying at Maul's hands. The beautiful green world, Naboo, sits amid a tangle of star systems near the borders of the Outer Rim, and is known for his love of art and culture. Kashyyyk is a lush homeworld to the Wookiees, a forest planet covered in gigantic trees large enough to hold small cities. Kashyyyk grows more dangerous as you descend from the tops of the Rorschach trees to the darkness of the forest floor. Even Wookiee warriors fear the stealthy predators of the lowermost levels. One of the last battles of the Clone Wars was fought on Kashyyyk, with Jedi Master Luminara and Dooley fighting alongside Yoda, Republic troops, and Wookiee militia. Kashyyyk is a lush homeworld to the Wookiees, a forest planet covered in gigantic trees large enough to hold small cities. An uncharted world deep within the Outer Rim, Dagobah is a swampy planet teeming with plant and animal life, making it a wellspring of the living force. During the Clone Wars, the spirit of Qui-Gon Jinn called Yoda to Dagobah and encouraged his old teacher to seek out the mysteries of the cosmic force. Yoda sought exile on Dagobah after the destruction of the Jedi Order, spending years in solitude meditating on the Force and awaiting a new hope for the galaxy. Luke Skywalker learned the mysteries of the Jedi on Dagobah and then returned to witness Yoda's death and passage into the Force. Tatooine is a harsh desert world of sand dunes and baking rock that orbits twin suns in the galaxy's outer rim. During the Republic's final years, Tatooine was a lawless world controlled by the Hutts. It remained in a haven for smugglers, outlaws, and fugitives under Imperial rule. Far from spaceport cities such as Mos Eisley, tough settlers eked out a living on Tatooine's moisture farms, trading with Jawas and keeping a wary eye out for prowling Tusken raiders. Obi-Wan Kenobi retreated to Tatooine after the Jedi's fall. He watched over Luke Skywalker and awaited the day the boy would be ready to learn the ways of the Force. Ach-To is a lost world located deep in the galaxy's unknown regions, far from any trade route and considered a myth by most explorers and historians. Some seekers of the Force lore believe the Jedi Order was founded on Ach-To, with the very first Jedi temple rising from the cliffs of a sacred island somewhere on the planet. Ach-To is a moody world of stormy seas. Scattered islands are home to herds of gentle Thala sirens, flocks of chubby porgs, and villages of bird-like lanai. Luke Skywalker retreated to Ach-To after abandoning his dream of rebuilding the Jedi Order, living as a hermit on its sacred island until the scavenger Rey interrupted his solitude. Located near the center of the galaxy, Coruscant is the heart of galactic civilization, a vibrant planet entirely covered by a massive metropolis that is home to trillions of beings. Coruscant's glittering uppermost levels are home to the galaxy's super-rich, but its lowermost levels are dim, dangerous places where forgotten people struggle to survive. Coruscant was the capital of both the Republic and the Empire. It was also the center of Jedi power, with the ancient Jedi Temple serving as the Order's headquarters. Mace Windu nearly destroyed the Sith Lord Darth Sidious in a confrontation on Coruscant, but Anakin Skywalker's interference allowed Sidious to fight back and kill Windu. The harsh, rocky world of Geonosis is located in the outer rim near Tatooine and encircled by a ring of dangerous, tumbling debris. The planet's mesas and badlands are home to hives of Geonosians, an insect species famous for their skill at creating droids, vehicles, and weapons of terrifying power. The factories of Geonosis made battle droids for the Separatists during the Clone Wars. Later, the Empire secretly built the first Death Star in orbit above the planet. The Clone Wars began on Geonosis when Mace Windu and Yoda led a task force of Jedi and clone troopers into battle against the former Jedi Count Dooku and his Separatist battle droids. The harsh, rocky world of Geonosis is located in the outer rim near Tatooine and encircled by a ring of dangerous, tumbling debris. Dathomir is a legendary world in the Outer Rim's Quelly sector, known as a haunt of witches and strange beasts. Its eerie landscapes lie beneath skies colored blood red by a dim, bloated sun. Dathomir is rich in life and shines like a beacon in the Force. Rancors prowl its tangled forests while its mountains hide secret lakes where ancient Leviathan fish dwell in darkness. The Night Sisters are a clan of powerful Force witches who live in Dathmir's swamps. They rule over the Night Brothers and Zabrak warriors whose villages are found in the planet's harsh badlands. Darth Maul fell into battle with Obi-Wan Kenobi on Naboo and was thought dead, but survived and went into exile. He eventually returned to Dathomir, where Night Sister magic mended his shattered body and mind. Sereno is a mountainous world located amid a scattering of wealthy planets just off the mighty Hydian Way trade route in the galaxy's outer rim. Sereno's nobles are divided into 8 great houses that compete with each other but close ranks against outsiders. During the Clone Wars, the planet was ruled by House Sereno's Count Dooku. Dooku was once a great Jedi Master, but he left the Order to claim his noble title and rule his home world, that later became the leader of the Separatists. Warships and battle droids protected Sereno during the Clone Wars, giving Dooku a secure base where he plotted the Separatists' military and political maneuvers. Mustafar is a bleak world of stark black rock and bright lava seas that occupies an unstable orbit between two massive gas giants deep in the outer rim. Mustafar is a hostile and dangerous planet, but also a valuable one. Its molten oceans and superheated mantle are mined for rich minerals by the Techno-Union and other corporations. Darth Vader built a grim castle on Mustafar. Inside its walls, he meditated on the dark side of the Force, channeling his rage and pain to gain power as a Sith. Vader chose Mustafar as his sanctum because his life had nearly ended there. The planet was the site of his fateful duel with Obi-Wan Kenobi, a confrontation that left Vader burned and maimed. Steeped in the dark side, Malachor is a lonely planet on the galaxy's edge. It was the site of an ancient war between the Jedi and the Sith, a terrible conflict whose echoes can still be felt in the Force. Malachor's surface is a waste of petrified ash, broken by stone pyramids. This wasteland conceals a subterranean Sith temple which was destroyed during the Empire's rule. Lore about Malachor was restricted to the wisest Jedi Masters, for fear of awakening slumbering Sith perils. Younger Jedi were forbidden to visit the planet or inquire into its secrets. Darth Vader confronted his former Padawan Ahsoka Tano on Malachor, defeating her in a lightsaber duel, but Tano survived by escaping into a strange Force realm known as the World Between Worlds. Naboo is a beautiful planet in the Mid-Rim, shared by the native Gungans and humans who migrated there from the heart of the galaxy thousands of years ago. Naboo's human culture is governed by an elected monarch, most often a young woman, believing them to possess a unique purity and wisdom that adults lack. Sheev Palpatine was born on Naboo and served as his planet's senator while secretly studying the dark side of the Force and under the guise of Sith Lord Darth Sidious. Sidious' dual identity wasn't discovered until the last days of the Clone Wars, when he used his powers as Chancellor Palpatine to order the destruction of the Jedi and declare himself Emperor. Station is an ancient construct orbiting a dying star deep in the Outer Rim. Centuries ago, it was used as an outpost by the fierce Lamaxian warriors. Lamaxian Station was overrun sometime prior to the High Republic era by the Dringir, a species of sentient plants from wild space. The invading Dringir were then trapped in stasis by the Sith. The Dringir's captivity caused vegetation to engulf the Amaxian Station's central sphere, creating an eerie arboretum overgrown with mosses, grasses, and vines. The First Order's Supreme Leader Snoke used Amaxian Station as a retreat, meditating on the Force amid its bizarre plant life. He lured Ben Solo there and encouraged the vulnerable boy to embrace the dark side.
Remember, the Force will be with you, always.